Good morning, and welcome to the Daily Umbrella Podcast for Tuesday, June 30th. I'm your host, Shane Goodman, and I bring you a quick roundup of today's top stories, local highlights, weather, sports, and, of course, today's morning chuckle. Let's get started. First up, if you have plans to spend time outside this week, be prepared for dangerous heat. Polk County's extreme temperature plan remains in effect as central Iowa heads into its hottest stretch of the year. High temperatures are expected to reach the mid-90s through Saturday, with heat index values soaring above 100 degrees. Officials are encouraging everyone to stay hydrated, limit strenuous outdoor activities during the afternoon, and check on elderly neighbors and anyone without adequate air conditioning. Speaking of the weather, today's forecast calls for partly cloudy skies and a high of 96 degrees. Wednesday and Thursday remain hot as well, with highs in the mid-90s and only slight chances for scattered showers. Allergy sufferers should also take note. Grass pollen, cattail, and dockweed remain the top irritants today. In other news, FBI Director Kash Patel made a stop in Des Moines Monday, joining Iowa Attorney General Brenna Bird for a law enforcement leadership meeting attended by roughly 130 officers, sheriffs, prosecutors, and other public safety officials from across the state. And hockey fans have a new face behind the bench. The Iowa Wild have named Stu Bickel as their new head coach. Bickel brings American Hockey League experience and helped guide the Coachella Valley Firebirds to 3 straight Calder Cup Finals appearances before making the move to Iowa. Nationally, firefighters continue battling devastating wildfires near the Colorado-Utah border after 3 firefighters lost their lives over the weekend while attempting to deploy emergency fire shelters as flames overtook their position. Around Iowa, the Queen II excursion boat celebrated 40 years on the Iowa Great Lakes this weekend. The iconic Okoboji attraction remains one of the area's most recognizable landmarks and continues creating memories for visitors every summer. Now for today's Tuesday Tout. If you're looking for an inexpensive lunch or dinner, Jim Duncan's Wonder Bargain of the Week is Mariana's Tacos, where 2 tortilla tacos are just $1.50 during the World Cup on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Thursdays. Jim also gives high marks to the Des Moines Metro Opera's production of Tosca in Indianola, reminding us that one of the nation's premier opera companies is right here in central Iowa. As always, there are plenty of Tuesday dining specials around town, from burgers and tenderloins to Taco Tuesday deals and half-price appetizers. So there's no shortage of affordable options if you don't feel like cooking tonight. In sports, Morocco advanced to the round of 16 in the FIFA World Cup after eliminating the Netherlands in a dramatic penalty shootout. At Wimbledon, defending champion Jannik Sinner survived a tough opening round match despite finishing with a bloodied foot. And in the NBA, former Detroit Pistons guard Malik Beasley has reportedly been indicted in connection with an alleged sports betting and point-shaving investigation. A few moments in history for June 30th. On this day in 1905, Albert Einstein published the paper introducing his theory of special relativity. In 1936, Margaret Mitchell's Gone with the Wind was published. And in 1953, the very first Chevrolet Corvette rolled off the assembly line, launching one of America's most iconic sports cars. Today's celebrity birthdays include Mike Tyson, Michael Phelps, and Monica Potter. Before we wrap up, here's a thought from my column this morning. Today marks June 30th, a date that reminds me that when I was a kid growing up in Iowa, summer felt 1/3 over. Whether summer officially begins at the solstice or not, Memorial Day to Labor Day was the season that mattered. My advice? Don't let another summer slip away. Fold out the lawn chair, fire up the grill, take that vacation, and enjoy every minute. Because, somehow, tomorrow is already July. And finally, yesterday's winning answers to the riddle, what do you call a bird that stars in action movies, included Hulk Hogan and Steven Seagal. Today's riddle is, Why did the bird go to the library? If you have a clever answer, send it to Tammy at iowalivingmagazines.com. Thanks for joining us for this Daily Umbrella podcast for Tuesday, June 30th. Be sure to subscribe so you never miss your quick morning news briefing. You can do so for free at www.thedailyumbrella.com. Have a terrific Tuesday, stay cool in the heat, and thanks for listening.